1924. Vancouver was a city on the rise, an evolving skyline, the echoes of industry, and the opulence of neighborhoods like Shaughnessy, where the city's elite lived in sprawling mansions. But one summer day, the discovery of a young housemaid in mysterious circumstances sent shockwaves through this quiet, wealthy enclave, sparking a case that remains unsolved to this day. Get ready while we explore the obscure details of this crime. So, grab a drink, dim the lights, and Lemmetellya. Janet Kennedy Smith was just 22 years old, a Scottish immigrant who had come to Vancouver in search of a better life. She worked as a domestic servant in the home of Frederick and Doreen Baker, a prominent Shaughnessy couple. On the morning of July 26th, Janet was found unresponsive in the basement of their home, with a revolver nearby. Initially, authorities declared it a tragic accident or a case of self-harm, but suspicions quickly mounted as several details didn't add up. Janet showed no prior signs of distress or intent to harm herself. Her body had been moved before authorities arrived, and there were signs of possible tampering with the crime scene. So neighbors began whispering about the possibility of foul play. The focus of the investigation soon shifted to Wong Fun Singh, the Baker family's houseboy. Rumors swirled about his supposed infatuation with Janet, and in the racially charged atmosphere of 1920s Vancouver, this was enough to make him a prime suspect. No concrete evidence linked him to the crime, but rumors and assumptions fueled public outrage. The initial police handling of the case was widely criticized as being sloppy. There were allegations that law enforcement was covering up for influential figures or, at the very least, neglecting a proper investigation due to Janet's position as a domestic servant. Vigilantes even took matters into their own hands, abducting and brutally interrogating Wong in an attempt to force a confession, yet no evidence ever tied him to the case. This reflected deeper societal issues. Vancouver's working-class immigrants were often scapegoated for crimes, with little concern for fairness or justice. Wong's ordeal highlighted the prejudices of the era. But Janet Smith's story wasn't just about injustice, it also became a rallying cry. Women's rights groups and labor advocates pointed out the broader inequities faced by domestic workers. Young women like Janet, who were often at the mercy of their wealthy employers. Their outrage forced the case into the public spotlight. The pressure grew so intense that British Columbia even passed a law unofficially known as the Janet Smith Bill. But instead of protecting workers, it banned white women from working in homes with male employees of Asian descent, a deeply discriminatory and misguided response to the scandal. As for what actually happened to Janet Smith, theories abound. Some suggest an accidental shooting during a botched attempt to clean the revolver. Others believe her demise was intentional, perhaps to cover up a scandal involving someone in the Baker household or their social circle. And then there is the theory of gross negligence, with the case buried to protect the powerful. Nearly a century later, the full truth remains elusive. Was it a tragic accident, a case of malice, or something even more sinister? The answers are lost to history.